It just wasn't. She's just so boring. Why? Hey guys, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a review / discussion of Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerri Maniscalco. Whew, I thought about trying to do this spoiler free and I can't do it. I can't. It would be misleading and I have thoughts that I want to share with you all because that's why I love this channel. That's why I love all of you guys. I love to just share my thoughts with you. And I have many thoughts about this one. So I picked up this book and I was so excited to read it. I love witch books. I love witches. I just love them. And this seemed like it was going to be just everything amazing in the world. It's got witches, okay? And we're set in Italy, which there are like strong food themes, which I like food, all right? Especially Italian food, I'm down with that. And then there's this whole like Kingdom of the Wicked and the 7 deadly sins and wrath and all this stuff. And I'm like, ooh, okay, for sure this is gonna be right up my alley. Where do I even begin? So first of all, we start off with Emilia and Vittoria. And I mean, I think I was 20 pages in when I realized Emilia, the MC, she legitimately has the personality of a soggy piece of toast. Like, I read this whole book, and honestly, the only thing I can tell you about this girl is that she likes food a lot, okay? Like, I think the only thing that there even was to her personality was food. She talks about food a lot. She describes food a lot. Apparently she's a really good cook. That is literally it. There's nothing else to her. She is a 2D human. Witch. And she's just so boring. She's just so boring. And I like food, okay? I'm never gonna sit here and you hear me say that I am anti-food, okay? I love some good food. But I do not need full page descriptions of meals and ingredients every single time there's any kind of meal or any kind of scene that could possibly involve food. Okay, that is just too much. It's just too much. And for how small this book is, like, why are you wasting time on that? Okay, but let me tell you why. It's because she has no other personality. So what else are you going to talk about? Anyway, so her twin sister dies. It starts to get a little bit interesting. So, at least there's something going on. But then she summons the demon, Wrath. And I'm like, okay, finally we have something here. And this is where like most of my tabs are, because I did like the banter between Wrath and Emilia. I thought that some of their banter was like, I was kind of getting excited, like, ooh, we're gonna have like an enemies to lovers thing going on here. There's gonna be that like snarky banter thing. Like, I really love the whole like, F you, no F you, like the snarky banter thing. I really like that, okay? I'm just a sucker for that. It's fine. It can be overdone. I don't care. I like it. But so I was getting excited there. We were kind of getting into the groove of like their enemies to lovers relationship arc thing. I was excited. Wrath seems kind of interesting. There's so many ways you could go with that character. And then there's just so many stupid choices. I mean, so many times where Emilia does something and you're just like, what? Like, why did you, why? Why are you so dumb? And I can forgive that like once or twice, especially when we have like a young MC, but not all the time, okay? And even then, like, you don't have to be dumb. You really don't. There's really, at this point, I'm so over the whole I'm too stupid to make rational decisions main character trope. Like, we are past the point where you being young can constantly be this excuse for you being a freaking idiot. Like, just stop. Just stop. I'm done with it. I'm over it. I wish I could give you specific examples of what I'm talking about for her being dumb, but honestly, there were so many that they're blending all together in my brain, and to be real honest with you, I did not care about this book enough to even commit them to memory. I just didn't. I struggled to get through this. Buddy read this, by the way. I buddy read this with my friend Christina. Hi, Christina, if you're watching. And we both struggled. I know we both struggled. We talked about it. It was just so disappointing because I wanted it to be as good as everyone else made it seem like it was, and it just wasn't. It just wasn't. I'm still mad about it. And then we get to the end, and like I'm starting to feel like, oh, okay, now she realizes that like she has feelings for Raph, and maybe we're gonna get somewhere with all of that, because like at the end she's all like she thinks he's dead, and she's all like sad about it because he got stabbed with the whatever, and she's all sad, and I'm like, oh, okay, so she's trying to summon him, but he won't come, and I'm like, oh, finally she's like cluing in and stopping being so stupid. And then the freaking ending, she decides to go be the bride of the devil instead. And doesn't even say anything to Raph when he shows up for everything. And I'm just over here like, I give up. I give up on you. I give up on you. I give up on you. I struggle so hard because 90% of me wants to say that I will not pick up the second book in this series that's coming out this year. I think, pretty sure. Because this book was infuriating and I really didn't enjoy it. But then, if I'm being honest with myself, I'm very much the type of person that once I start a series, I'm just going to keep reading them even if I don't like them. And it's stupid, and I know there are so many books out there in the world, but part of me keeps being hopeful. You know, I have a hopeful heart, and I want to believe that maybe they'll get better, that maybe this first book was just a really, really poor setup for what's gonna be a really amazing series, like some other books I can think of that have bad starts. I want to be hopeful, and I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, and there are answers that I want about things, and like I'm curious how that's gonna go, and also maybe part of me is just a glutton for punishment. You know, every once in a while I enjoy being extremely irritated by a book. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I end up picking up the second book. I'm not sure at this point. Oh boy, what am I gonna rate this book? I am gonna give it a solid 2 out of 5 stars. You know, maybe if my standards had not been, my expectations had not been so high honestly, that should have been an advantage though, not a disadvantage, because I wanted it to be good so bad. Like I wanted it to be good. And it has all the elements of things that could have made it good for me literally on their own with barely any effort. And it still wasn't. And that feels extra bad. So, yeah. I'm sorry if you loved this book and I have just ripped it apart. I just didn't enjoy it. I'm really sad about it. I really wanted to love it. I don't know if I'm just missing something that everyone else saw, because I have heard a lot of people gush about this book. It just was not for me, you know. Everybody has favorites and preferences and likes and dislikes, and this just was on my dislike side. It was just not for me. Not for me. Anyway, I'm gonna be all done now with this. So, if you guys enjoyed this ranty discussion video, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're new here, hi, my name is Tara. I do book reviews and other bookish content, as well as writing updates every once in a while. I upload on Mondays. Please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get notified when I post new videos. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye.